Hello everybody and welcome to week 6 of the summer reading program. So today we are going to be doing Create Your Own Comic, which is going to be really fun. And before we even get started on it, let's talk about a couple of things that every comic needs. So first of all, a comic is a story. And what every story needs is a plot, so what's going to happen, a setting, where it's going to happen, and characters, who it's going to happen to, or who's going to make it happen. So specifically with comic stories, we need to start with an idea. So if you guys already have an idea, that's awesome. I'm going to be using one, it's going to be based on a true story. We're going to write a script, so we're going to write what's going to happen, when it's going to happen, what order it's going to happen in. And then you're going to have to plan the layout. So you're going to have to look at this comic sheet, and you're kind of going to have to look at the squares, the space you have, do you have enough space? Do you need to maybe divide up your squares a little bit more? All that sort of a thing. And then once you've decided how it's going to be laid out, you're going to need to you're going to need to draw. We're going to need to draw the story. And then once we've drawn our story is the fun part. We get to come back in and color it. So without any further ado, I'm going to get started on mine. I'm going to tell you a little bit about it. So mine is going to be set on a true story about a girl named Midge and her dog. So the general plot is that Midge makes cupcakes, leaves them to cool on the counter, and tells Molly, the dog, to be good. And when she comes back, Molly has eaten all of the cupcakes and now has a tummy ache. So that's the plot. The characters are Molly and Midge, and the setting is going to be the kitchen where they're cooking, and where Molly is Molly's the dog. Where Midge is while Molly's eating the cupcakes. Did I say our characters? I think I did. Our characters are Midge and Molly. So, I have that already figured out. I have already looked at my sheet and know that in order to do the best job possible for it, I am going to need to divide up this square. It's a bigger rectangle. I'm going to need to divide it into one large rectangle on top and then three or four smaller rectangles on bottom. To be able to do that, I brought a handy-dandy ruler, and I have right here my pencil, which I am actually using the pencil that we made a couple weeks ago when we made marbled pencils. So, gonna get in some good use out of it. I still love how it looks, and we're gonna put it to work today. So I just finished my rough draft. Here is what it looks like. So I have the initial pictures drawn in pencil, and I am going to now go back in. I'm going to redo all my lines with ink, and then I am going to come in and clean up the edge, erase all the pencil off, and then come in with my colored pencils to give our comic a little bit of color and really bring it all to life. Okay, everybody, so here is the finished product of my story. As you can see, it is about Midge baking cupcakes and going on a walk, and Molly eating the cupcakes while Midge is on a walk. So I hope you guys had as much fun with that as I did. I did not realize how much work went into creating a comic, and I think I'm going to be a lot more grateful the next time I get to pick up a comic book to read. So, again, the steps to creating a comic are: start with an idea, write a script, plan the layout, where you're going to put each part of your story on the page, draw your comic, and then use ink and color to make your comic come to life. Alrighty, everybody, so this has been week 6 of the 12 and Up Summer Reading Program. As always, it has been super fun to be able to do this with you, and I will see you all again next week.